What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Brand Doctor live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about the best way to qualify clients using Calendly. So, there's a ton of scheduling softwares out there. I am a huge fan of Calendly. I've been using it for years, and it's been a blessing for qualifying my clients, my prospects through my marketing funnels. And so, I want to share with you a really cool strategy that won't take you any more than probably 5 or 10 minutes to set up to really help you start to qualify those clients coming in to make sure that they're the right fits, not only for you, but for them. And so you're not on these strategy calls or these Zoom calls with the wrong people. So I'm going to walk you through this step by step. So first things first, guys, if you do not have a Calendly account, go over to calendly.com. This is the back end of my account, but go to calendly.com and get yourself an account. It'll take you 2 seconds to set up. And then you can then start to set up different types of events that you want people to schedule. So let's take you through how I qualify my clients using Calendly. So one thing that I would highly recommend, and this is sort of like a pro tip, it's a little bit more detailed. When you go to name the type of call that you want to create inside of Calendly, don't make it something bland and boring like 30-minute strategy session. Get a little creative with it. Like this is what I call my 30-minute introductory call. That's free. You don't pay for this, but it's how can I help you? That sets a tone right there. Like we are waiting to help you. We are waiting to serve you. So get creative with the name of your event. So you make the people that are booking through it feel comfortable, feel like they could trust you, feel like they're in the right place. Okay. So that's step number one. So step number two is to obviously, set your criteria on when they can book the calls. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm going to share with you how you would go through mine. So you put your name, you put your last name, you put your email. I don't make the phone number mandatory, but you put your phone number here and then you could set up SMS reminders, things like that. I definitely want their website so I could take a peek at it before I get on the call with them. And if they don't typically have a website, they'll just put NA or something like that. But here's the cool thing about Calendly. They've really stepped up their user experience and they've allowed you now to create these questionnaires inside of an event scheduling piece like this. And so before you could only put in like 3 or 4 questions and they were all open-ended. And now you could create multiple choice questions and things like that that are really, really cool. So first and foremost, I want to know where they found me so I could continue that marketing stream, that marketing effort. So that's the first thing I ask. The next thing I ask is what level of branding are you interested in? And here I'm very transparent with my price points. So it's the brand identity design, brand strategy, assessment of your existing brand, digital and social marketing messaging, website funnel design and development, or all of the above. And then there's the whole package there. And I'm very transparent with my pricing. So they know straight up, like, that's what it's going to cost. So right there on question 2, I might have disqualified 80% of the people that fill this out or that want to fill this out, which is a good thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. So that's question number 1. So very intentional with these questions. Now, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to copy this verbatim. I want you to start to get creative and use this as a template, but come up with your own questions. Think of the questions that are important for you to get answered before you get on a call with somebody to make sure that they're the right fit. All right. Are you the primary decision maker for your business? Yes. Okay, great. No. Well, then we need to make sure that that person's on the call, right? So if they hit no, I would follow back up with, well, make sure that the decision maker is on the call. Otherwise, you'll have to reschedule. Okay. Um, are you at a point in which you're willing and able to invest in your business and brand or brand and business? Yes. Okay. Well, that means that tells me, unless they're lying, but that tells me that they have some sort of budget. Now, it might not be enough, or we might not be the right fit, but at least I understand they're in a position that they're willing and able to invest in their business. Okay. Willing and able being the key words there. Okay. Next question is, what is your single most important goal right now? Okay. So they could fill this in. They could get pretty in depth with it. Calendly doesn't cut you off. And now I could get an understanding of what's important, why they're booking this call, right? What's holding you back from achieving your goal? A lot of times I get, lack of knowledge. I don't have the skill set. I don't know what I don't know. I'm stuck, all these different things, right? That's what they fill out there. And then I put here and let them know that I can't help everybody, and I'm very selective with who I work with. So why do you feel like you're a good fit for his services? So now they're telling me why they think I could help them. Okay. And that's very important for me because that basically sells them to me. Okay. Instead of me trying to sell myself to them. So again, it's helping me position myself, number one, but also understanding why they've reached out, why they considered me over everybody else that does what I do, right? And then I want to know the importance, right? How important is what it is that you're trying to fix or get through or figure out? How important is that to you? So why is right now the perfect time for us to help you build your brand and scale your business online? Okay. And then they're going to tell me, tons of different answers. I've gotten answers like, we're moving into a new market segment. I've been doing this for 5 years and need to step up my game. My competitors are overshadowing me. There's all types of things that I get here in response, but understand that all these questions are key questions. They are very, very important to ask before you get on the phone with somebody, because now you're going to know if somebody's serious about getting your help or not. And there's been times where I've had people fill these out and I just review the answers and I realize that they're not going to be a good fit. So I immediately cancel the call, send them a quick email, and let them know that based on their responses, I know from experience doing this for a decade and a half that I'm not going to be the right fit for you. Here are some other resources or suggestions that I think would best fit your needs right now. And I have no problem doing that. Saves them time, saves me time, and it's a win-win situation for both parties. So let me take you behind real quick and show you how easy this is inside of Calendly to do. So you're going to create your event, right? And then you're going to hit edit, right? And then right here is invitee questions. Okay. And basically, I think I maxed out the number of questions. I think you're only allowed 10, I believe. Yeah, I think you're only allowed 10. So let me see if I could add any more questions because you reach your question limit. But all you really have to do is, so you would create a question, right? And then here's the different types of questions: one line question, multiple line question, radio buttons, check boxes, phone number, whether or not it needs to be required, a required field, things like that, right? So it's so simple to create. Like, it takes you literally 5 minutes to put this together. Okay. And then one of the things that I also do is I create workflows. This is really cool too inside of Calendly. And Calendly isn't sponsoring this video. I just love their platform, and I've been using it for years, and they're just getting better and better at it. So big shout out to Calendly for constantly improving. So what this workflow is basically an email service provider built in. So what I have is an email that goes out 30 minutes after the call ends. Okay. And what this is a very simple email, and it's choose a template custom. This is the subject line. Some additional resources for you. That's what I could use. You could fill that in with anything. But then I just put, hey, invitee's first name. And then here are some follow-up questions that I have for them. It was a pleasure chatting with you today on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being awesome. How would you rate our conversation today? Was it helpful, informative? Is there anything that, that we didn't cover that you'd like to address? Do you have any follow-up questions? And then, so please shoot me an email back and let me know. So that's the way I would type an email. There's not really formal. It's in my voice, which is very, very important. Highly recommend that you create your emails and put them in your voice, because it's going to help them create better connection with you. And then I just give them my podcast. I give them my YouTube channel. I give them my master class to sign up for, and which is free. And then I have them connect on my social channels, the one that I use most often: Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. And then don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. And that's it. So that goes out 30 minutes after I get off the call with them. And then if you want to take it a step further, you could actually create something called a Zap, which you could use Zapier. I don't know how you pronounce it. But what that does that could actually take the email from Calendly and sync it to your email service provider, like MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or something like that. So it's seamlessly, it's automated. You don't have to do any manual labor getting that email into a software. But make sure that you get permission, obviously, to use that email for future marketing. You don't want to get hit with the spam slap. So very, very important there. But other than that, guys, that is a very easy way to use the software to qualify clients before you get on the call with them and start to invest time into helping them solve their problems. And so, again, I could talk about this for hours on, how to structure those calls once they're on there, once they've passed the qualification questionnaire on Calendly. We could get into that in another video. Let me know what takeaway you got from this video that set the light bulb on, that made you say, ooh, I didn't think of that. That's a good idea. Let me implement that right now. And this is some of the stuff that we do for our clients too. Once they come through the Brand Accelerator program, we help integrate this stuff. We help build this stuff for them so that they're ready to go. They can focus on creating the content and creating the interactions with the clients. And we're kind of behind the scenes building all this stuff out for them, so they don't have to get their hands dirty so much with the tech stuff. But if you wanted to do this on your own, again, I showed you how simple it is to do using the Calendly platform. So that's all I got for you today, guys. Any questions, comments, drop them down below. Curious to hear, again, what your biggest takeaway was. And if you like these types of walkthrough videos, let me know. I'll make more of them. So make sure that you're subscribing to where you're watching this right now, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, etc., LinkedIn. Make sure you drop a follow and a subscribe if you found this video. If you found this video informative. You gotta love live video, man. I just had such a brain for it. But anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next one real soon. Take care.